Good morning children and welcome back. Today we will be seeing about some of the invertebrate phylums, right? Okay, first we'll go to phylum Porifera. Porifera means the body is made up of pores or pore-filled bodies, right? Okay, so about the general characters, they are the lowermost of all the organisms, that is, they possess cellular level of organization. Okay, and you can see their figures itself, and they do not possess a particular symmetry, or they are called, or they have asymmetrical body. And some of the examples are radial. They show radial symmetry. What do you mean by radial, children? That is more than one planes. They can be divided or made into two, right and left halves, right? But mostly they are asymmetrical, and some examples are radial. Clear? And they are acylomate. What do you mean by acylomate? They don't have the body cavity. Okay, right? Or they're mostly present only in the sea water or ocean bodies, under the just the surface of the oceans and seas. You can find these examples. These poriferans, right? So they're aquatic, and especially they are found in marine ecosystems. And these are always found attached to the substratum or rocks at the bottom, not bottom, they are just near the surface of the coastal areas. Okay, right? And sometimes they may be solitary, or they may be solitary means single, living alone, or they may live in groups, also they are called as colonial. Clear? Coming to reproduction, mostly they reproduce by fragmentation method. You know what is fragmentation? The whole body is split into or divided into small bits. From each bit, the entire organism arises, right? That is called as fragmentation, right? And a kind of sexual reproduction is also seen in these organisms, where and these organisms are hermaphrodite. Means the male and the female sex organs are present in the same individual. Okay, right? And they release after fertilization, because fertilization is seen inside their body, it is called as internal fertilization. Okay, where do you find external fertilization, children? In frogs and all, right? In some fishes, it happens in the outside, in the water bodies. So here it is internal fertilization, and the development is indirect. What do you mean by indirect development? That is, the eggs do not give directly to the adult. There is an intermediate larval stage. Okay, then the development is called as indirect development. Clear? Now coming to the special features of this group of organisms, children, very unique features. I told the entire body is made up of pores, which are called as ostia. That's why the name of the group Poriferans, right? Okay, so they have so many pores on the outside of the body, which is called as ostia. Right, and the water enters through these ostia, through these pores, into a region called as spongocoel. These poriferans are commonly called as sponges. Right, they look like our bath sponge. Okay, so they are called as sponges. So this cavity, not the body cavity of the higher animals, children, there is a cavity, space inside their body, which is called as spongocoel of the sponges, right? Seal means cavity. Cavity of the sponges is called as spongocoel. Okay, and from where the water goes out of the body through a common opening called as osculum. Here you find an osculum. These are the ostia. Here you find the osculum. One common opening called as osculum. Okay, and the body is made up of a kind of skeleton called as spongin fibers or spicules or spongin. Clear? And the spongoceles is lined by cells which are called as choanocytes or collar cells. Okay, these are lined by, see there is a flagella and all. This is one choanocyte which is drawn here, and they have flagella. See, all the flagellas face the inside the cavity. Clear? Which helps in the movement of the water, movement of the food throughout their spongocele. Clear? The collar cells or choanocytes. Clear? But this canal system, the circulatory system or canal system is used for food gathering, gas exchange, as well as removal of waste from their bodies. Clear, children? These are the various kinds of spicules found in different types of sponges, spongin or spicules. These are fibers or needle-like structures. Okay, and when these animals die, okay, this spicule, because of the spicules, the entire body is intact, same way, but the animal inside is actually dead. And okay, so this looks like the sponge. The sponge, no, you have seen the sponge, right? And they were used to, while bathing, while taking bath, they used to rub their body and all, right? They are called as sponges, collectively called as sponges. Clear? And these are the general characters again put together. Okay, read it once. Now coming to phylum Nigeria. See, long back this Nigeria and the next phylum, that is the Ctenophorans, were together placed in Coelenterata. Long back, right? Cylindrical body shaped animals. But now it is put in separate groups, which is called as Nigeria and also Ctenophora. Right. So we'll go through the Nigerians first, right? Nigerians, the name has come from the nidoblast or the stinging cells. What is that? Nidoblast or stinging cells which are present on the tentacles of these animals. These are the tentacles. These are the finger-like projections or extensions from their body which are called as tentacles. Right. On these tentacles only they have this organ of defense and offense, right, which is called as nidoblast. Nidoblast. That's why the name Nigeria. The examples are hydra, sea anemone. These jellyfishes, you have seen jellyfishes, right? These jellyfishes. All these are examples of Nigerians. Clear? Okay, we'll see the general characters now. So these possess tissue level of organization. They have some tissues grouped together to form or perform some functions. So they possess tissue grade of organization. Okay, and symmetry, they possess radial symmetry, which means in many planes they can be cut exactly into two halves. Clear? And they are acoelomate. And from this group you can say about this germ layers. These are lower animals, of course, and they have only 2 layers. What are the 2 layers, children? Yes, they are the ectoderm and the inner endoderm. So they are called as diploblastic animals. Diploblastic animals. Right. And they are also seen in aquatic medium. Hydra is seen in freshwater. Freshwater, we know what is freshwater. And all the others are marine. Marine means sea water or ocean waters. They may be sessile. I told you what is sessile, right? That is, they are present attached to some substratum at the bottom of ocean and seas and things, right? And also free swimming. Hydra possesses both. Hydra can be both sessile as well as when they want to move for capturing food, they are free. Right. Others like corals. they are sessile. They are completely non-motile or sessile, right? So they can be either solitary or also colonial. Clear? They have a incomplete intracellular and extracellular digestion. What do you mean by intracellular digestion, children? What is extracellular digestion? Intracellular means in lower organism where they don't have a separate digestive system, right? So the digestion or the breakdown of food materials happen inside the cells. That is called as intracellular digestion. Clear? And extracellular means it happens in the middle or inside a cavity or inside a digestive system or a particular tubes, right, which is called as extracellular digestion. Okay, so they possess incomplete intracellular and extracellular digestion, and respiratory system and circulatory system is completely absent in them. Okay, now they show in this phylum they show alternation of generation. Alternation of generation. What do you mean by alteration of generation? That is, they have two modes of reproduction, sexual and asexual. The sexual will give rise to the asexual forms, and asexual forms will give rise to the sexual forms. Clear? Okay, and they show two forms actually. One is the polyp stage. What is that? Polyp. What is polyp, children? Polyp means the hydra, that is the cylindrical shaped body. Polyp shape as well as medusa. Medusa means the umbrella like form, right? So hydra, if you take hydra shows only one form, polyp stage, right? But that is the jellyfish, they show both the forms. Clear? That one arises from the other, which is called as alternation of generation or metagenesis. What is that? Metagenesis. Clear? Umbrella like form. Okay, and more sexes are separate in them. That is, those umbrella like form, no, they have organs which are present, separate organs, male and female sex organs are present, and the fertilization is external. Externally, the fertilization happens externally, and the development is indirect. Okay. Indirect means larval stages present between the adult form and the egg. Okay, right. And now let me come to the unique feature of this group, which is the presence of nidoblast in them. Nidoblast. So these are the nidoblast or the stinging cells, which are present on the tentacles. These are the tentacles of hydra. Okay, so these are nidoblast or stinging cells which are thrown out when it comes in contact with an enemy or its prey. When it wants to catch and eat its prey, to just shoot this nidoblast onto them. See, it's going and attaching to the other organisms, right? And it has powerful chemicals in it which paralyzes their prey. Okay, see, this jellyfish's toxin is very toxic to human beings. Many people have died when they have gone swimming to the beaches and all, right? So it is the sting is highly poisonous even to human beings. That much poisonous it is. Not hydras. Hydra is such a microscopic organism. Its poison is not that much poisonous, but I'm saying about jellyfishes and all. They are very big organisms, right? Belonging to the same group. Clear? So these are the nidoblast cells or the stinging cells. Clear? Which are used for anchorage Anchorage means to just fix their one's body to the one place, right? And also defense and to capture the prey. Clear? Here the cavity inside this animal or hydra is called as the gastrovascular cavity. Gastrovascular cavity. Clear? And there is only one opening at the center of this tentacle. Surrounding the mouth is surrounded by the tentacle opening. Okay, and so the digestive system is incomplete because only one opening, right? Okay, these are the two stages, children. Umbrella like form and the cylinder like form. Okay, so some exist in only one form, either of them, or some exhibits both the forms. They alternate with each other, I told you, right? So it is called as alternation of generation or metagenesis. Clear? So it is what is metagenesis? It is the phenomenon shown by some cnidarians in which the polyp produces medusa asexually and medusa form the polyp sexually. Clear? These are some of the other examples of the cnidarians: corals, staghorn corals. All these are some other examples of the cnidarians. Right? You can have a just look at this. And calcium carbonate. These are the brain coral, pillar coral. See, there are some islands are completely made out of coral reefs, like the, for example, Great Barrier Reef. Great Barrier Reef of Australia, right? They are completely formed of only of corals, right? So Obelia, Physalia. Physalia is the jellyfish actually, right? The brain coral, the sea fan, the sea pen, Adamsia, all these are some of the examples under cnidarian group. Okay, and this gives the general characters of the cnidarian at a glance. Okay. Next is the phylum Genophora. Now the Genophorans also possess a tissue grade of organization. They have radial symmetry. I need not explain radial symmetry again. They are diploblastic. Okay, right. And they have a special property called as bioluminescence. What is bioluminescence, children? That is the property to produce light, give off light, like the firefly, you know that. They are acoelomate and they are exclusively marine, completely oceans or sea living, right? And also solitary and also pelagic. And about the digestive system, which is incomplete because it's, you need not read about all these, children. It is just there, so I'm just reading it for you, right? So incomplete digestive system is incomplete, and also you can find intracellular as well as cellular digestion, extracellular. You need not go through the details of the systems and all, you just simply know. So the reproduction is sexual, only sexual reproduction is seen in these animals, and they are hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means both the male and female is seen in the same organism, and the fertilization is external, and the development is again indirect development. Children, about the unique features, these organisms, these are called as comb jellies of the seas and oceans, right? And they move with the help of the presence of 8. They have these 8, like this 8 what is that, comb plates comb. These are called as comb plates. Okay, with the help of which it moves in the ocean waters.